What's going on, guys? Well, I want to give you a heads up on a contest. CampingSurvival.com is doing a giveaway. It's about $300 worth of stuff. And camping/survival is their game. That's what they do. They sell individual pieces for camping equipment / survival. And as we all know, there's kind of a crossover there. Some of the survival stuff is good just for camping, and some regular camping stuff is, of course, good in a survival situation. So I'm going to show you all the stuff that is in the prize package. You can see all the details. I'll put a link in the description. It's free to enter, and you'll see the dates there as far as you know, when it's over. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. There's some cool items in here. Some stuff is kind of lackluster. Some stuff's really interesting. Fish mox, which is amoxicillin. So that's one of the items here. All right, next item is a stuff bag, a large one. This is 14 by 30 inch. All right, this is great for, you know, storing all kinds of clothing. Obviously, you can put your sleeping bag in there, pretty much anything. Very versatile. All right, then we have a little surgical kit. Okay, you can see what's in here. All right, minor surgery. Very cool. Of course, a life straw. The totally proven, tried and true life straw. I've had one of these. When these things first came out, I got one of these and I loved it. So many people add these to their kit. They are a really good essential thing. I mean, water is super important, right? Water, shelter, fire, food. You have some of the basics, but this does cover one of the biggest ones, which is, of course, filtering your water. Lots of water around this planet. Not a lot of it is safe to drink. All right, so it's an awesome addition. All right, also, they have a wind-up radio. It's also solar powered. Very cool. I like this as compact. I actually have a bunch of survival radios like this. I don't have anything that's quite this small. This is really nice. Very easy to wind up. But this one also happens to be solar powered as well. So you can leave that out during the day. You don't have to worry about winding that up. That's a nice addition. Flashlight. Now, of course, this flashlight happens to be really cheesy and cheap. But you know what? Even the flashlights we all laugh at and say, oh, that's a piece of crap. Trust me, if something big happens, it's better than nothing. And there's nothing wrong with this. Even though this isn't the brightest and the latest and greatest and have all these different features and completely blind your enemies, it'll still give you light when it's dark. All right, and it runs on very simple AAA batteries. All right, so even though these things are a dime a dozen and we all kind of pass them up, they're still good to have. All right, especially to hand out family members, friends, whoever you happen to be, you know, tidying up with in a survival or disaster type situation. All right, also a Luminade. This is the solar powered light. This blows up into a bag. I've done a video on this before. This actually came in a battle box. Awesome piece of kit. Really like this. My wife actually loves this thing. Now that we have two, I can get one in my kit. She already stole mine. That's what happens when you have a wife, or if you happen to have a girlfriend that is into the same hobbies. They end up taking all your good stuff. So now I have one for me. Strike Force, this is very awesome though. I really like this a lot. You see the massive ferrocerium rod here, good striker. All right, very important obviously to have fire. It's a good source of fire. We have a first aid kit here, okay, 2.0 from Adventure Medical Kits. I'm not gonna read all this, but of course you can pause as I scroll up here. You can see everything that's included in here. Some of the basics, a lot of these first aid kits are a great way to start to get a kit together. You get something like this, and then of course you fine tune it to yourself. Certain things you're not going to use, not going to care about, or you want to supplement with better quality versions of that particular product. You may have some, I mean, this is a very basic kit, but you might want to throw in, you know, other things that are going to suit your personal needs, as well as add your own personal medicine if you or whoever's in your family or close to you in an emergency. If they take a daily medicine, you know, if your pets take medicine, whatever it is, you have to think about that kind of stuff too. But obviously, first aid is very important. All right. Also, a cool deck of cards. All right, these show different wild edibles. All right, I like this a lot. One of my favorite things, learning about different wild edibles. That's something you could do on your free time. You know, God forbid, things go wrong, things go south. It's good to know what in your area you can just walk out and eat for free. Never mind the animals, just all the vegetation. All right, and how you can prepare it as well. Because there's a lot of wild edibles out there, but a lot of the stuff you have to really prepare properly, otherwise you get very sick or you can even die. And I got some light sticks. All right, 12-hour, red and green. That's cool. Another one here, a yellow one. All right, huge fan of this. Silver solution. Okay, I am a huge fan of using silver solution for all kinds of first aid applications. It's funny because I had a bottle that I gave my mother for their first aid kit, and she uses it all the time. They're just kind of skeptical. They heard my father when I was explaining it. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, silver, that's cool. And they kind of just roll their eyes. And of course I love them to death, but they didn't really believe me. And she used it in a couple different applications. One, I think she had a sore eye. She had something, her eye was very red and irritated. Sprayed it right in her eye and it was fantastic. Worked great, healed it right up. Cuts and scratches, heals you up. Silver has a lot of antiseptic properties. It's just really cool, very universal. You know, some people drink this stuff. Some people literally take a spoonful a day. You know, a lot of different applications. It's quite interesting. You should look into, you know, silver solutions. There's of course a million different brands. This one, it's not just a myth. All right, we have this, which is canned cheese from Australia. Okay, famous cheesemakers. Bega processed cheese, the great Australian cheese. All right, interesting. Of course, you definitely want to supplement your own survival type foods, but this is definitely a start. We got some cheese, and we also have a can of Dak pulled pork. I have food, right? We got a, I think it's a 3-piece kit here. Military canteen with cup. We have our case, our canteen, of course, and the cup itself, which you can cook in, boil in. Good stuff there. All right, kind of standard. All right, so we have some ThyroSafe potassium iodine tablets. Thyroid blocking in a radiation emergency only. Okay, which brings me to my next thing here, which I completely new to, but that's this. This is K103 anti-radiation tablets. Now this isn't a joke. This is legit medicine for radiation exposure. Okay, adults 12 years or older use K103 when directed by authorities or exposed to radioactive fallout is imminent. You never know, right? You just never know. So, it's, of course, very interesting. All right, so we also have some silver gel. Again, ASAP is the brand. All right, this helps promote natural healing. Good stuff. So we have a gel version of it, not just a liquid. What else we have in here? We also have our emergency blanket. These simple ones you can get from Walmart, but hey, they're good to have. And you never know what kind of company you're gonna have. You know, a lot of people just kind of stock up for themselves. That's okay. You never know how many times you're gonna need it or who else is gonna join the party. Okay, also, big fan of this. Did a bunch of videos on this before, the Datrex. This is survival food in its basic form. You have a nice compact little block here. All right, 2,400 calories in here. I did a video where I tried to survive. If you haven't seen my old videos, I tried to survive on this for 3 days. That's all I ate, and it worked out fine. It actually tastes pretty good. If memory serves me correct, it was kind of like a shortbread cookie with an apple hint, or maybe coconut or something. I don't know, some kind of a twist on a shortbread cookie. But honestly, not that bad. The next thing is just if you don't have this, I don't know what you're reading about survival, but you gotta have some kind of hot sauce, right? It's a little Tabasco sauce. This is the ones you get in the MREs. Kind of a funny additive, but hey, you know, it is what it is. If you're gonna tolerate that cheese or that pork, you might need something like this to spice it up a little bit. So let's see. Next thing here, a book. A very good book, The Survival Medicine Handbook, the essential guide for when medical help is not on the way. I can't stress enough how important it is to have books. I've talked about this multiple times. In some kind of a post-apocalyptic, you know, natural disaster, I'm talking about something that lasts months and months and months, if not years. Your cell phone, Google, the internet, all that stuff just goes away. And anything you don't know is going to be very hard to find out. That's why it's important to have information in text. Okay, great book, covers a wide variety of things. I already skimmed through it a few times. Read 2 different chapters. I was impressed with it. Good pictures. I mean, just goes right across the board. Everything you can imagine as far as medical type situations that may occur, including hygiene and things of that nature. All right, very important to have books. All right, and the last thing in this package here is this compact fishing pole. Now, I've seen these before. I've never had one. Definitely seems interesting. A little folding fishing pole. So we'll try this. I mean, it's getting cold to fish, but you know, emergencies, they don't know what time of year it is. So we will certainly try to catch something with that. So there you go, guys. There's the all the prizes for this giveaway. Like I said, it's totally free to enter. I wish everyone luck who enters into this. It's a great way to start, you know, a bug out bag or survival kit or, you know, what have you. There's multiple different approaches you can go about, you know, packing this stuff away for a rainy day. Or, hey, if you're an avid camper, outdoorsman, whatever, this is stuff you can use all the time. You don't have to wait for emergency to use this kind of stuff. But it's pretty cool. So big thank you to the company for providing the, you know, the giveaway. I thought it was pretty cool. It is free to enter. And if you happen to like anything individually here, they do sell all this stuff. So it's worth checking out. I always recommend, you know, price shopping. Obviously, you find something you like, you want to look all over the internet, see the cheapest you can get it. Also factor in, you know, shipping costs too. It's important. Some people forget about that. It might be 50 cents cheaper here, 50 cents cheaper there, but, you know, if you're going to pay an extra $4 or $5 for shipping, what's the difference, right? So, yeah, but it's good to know all the different places. It's good to have different types of sources for stuff like this. So this site's completely new to me, never knew about it, and it's going in my bookmark, you know, on my computer. So it's just yet another place to find stuff like this. So campingsurvival.com. Check out their giveaway. Thanks again to the viewer who let me know about this. I really appreciate it. And thanks to all you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day, and good luck.